Alright guys, welcome to another Tabletop Ready Miniatures video. So we've put together our Sons of Behemat army, and I just kind of want to give you we'll just kind of show you what we did, and also kind of give you I know a lot of people have given size comparisons for these guys, and I've kind of been on the fence back and forth as to, like, for 195 bucks, man, is it really that big of a model? And I guess I'm still kind of on the fence, but so we'll kind of go ahead and take a look real quick. So the first size comparison, let's zoom out real quick. So I got a smattering of different units, so you guys can kind of see. So here is a one of the new Lumineth Realm Lords, and a Stormcast Eternal. So when you're looking at size, right? So he is actually, the guy comes up to his, shin? Stormcast Eternal's a little bigger than that. Obviously you got an Ogre, which is, I love Ogres, so they're coming still, like, not even quite up to his knee. You got a Lumineth Realm Lord on horse, and he's up to his knee. So on horseback, an elf on horseback is up to his knee. So, like, that's like the size of a small dog, the horse. Yeah. And then I got a Tree Lord, which, a Tree Lord, you all know those types of models. That's the same as the Lumineth, like, monster. Come on, zoom in. Focus. Anyway, which Tree Lord is essentially the same size as one of the mega-gargants, and so the Tree Lord, is standing straight up. He's coming, right around to his stomach, and that would be relatively the same for the Gargant. Now, and that's the thing. Like I said, my biggest thing was like, are they really that much bigger? So they are. If you look at size, you know what I'm saying? If you look at, like, proportions, right? So gut to gut, arm to arm, head to head, legs to legs, they are massively bigger. This guy looks like he's got frickin' chicken legs compared to this mega-gargant, this war stomper. So size comparison wise, they are big. They are mega-gargants. So I am really happy with that. I thought it was kind of strange that the Man Crushers are on the smaller bases. I'm not going to complain, because I think that'll be a benefit. So now on to our army. This is our studio army. I don't want to be cutting cords. Sorry about that. So here it is. It's 2,000 points. We will eventually expand. But what we have is, so this is our stomp, right? In the book, according to the book. So we have a war stomper, which for me I think it's the best value. So I only put together two. I was debating on magnetizing. I'm not a fan of the Kraken Eater. I know there's lots of other people who probably are. There was a lot of cool little fun shenanigans stuff for him. You know what I'm saying? Like the ale or meat or whatever, and you can make him a wizard and those types of things. But for gameplay purposes, I just wasn't a fan of him. So we ended up just hard gluing a war stomper and a gate breaker. And so basically, how I'm gonna run them for and I'll actually try them both out, but I think the war stomper's ability is actually the best. And here's why. His main, the Stomper tribe trait that the Man Crushers get is huge. To get +1 damage if a unit has 10 or more models, and +2 damage on their clubs if the unit has 20 or more models, makes it so that you can actually, with a unit of Man Crusher Gargants, you can actually take on a phalanx of, because that you get with no damage, you get 10 attacks. Hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s, -1 AP, and then depending on the size, it's 1, 2, or 3 damage. You know what I'm saying? So they would suffer against like elite units, so more elite type units. But if you're hitting a horde of anything, you know what I'm saying, especially like a horde of 20, right? So if you're undamaged, you know, that's 30 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounded on 3s. So you're, you know, hitting with 20, you're wounding with what? 12, 13, like 13 wounds, -1 AP, 3 damage. So even if they have a 4-up, let's say a 4-up save, that's now a 5-up save, they're going to fail 8. 8 times 3 is 24 wounds. Like I said, I was doing math. Like, I mean, you could, you know, math-wise, like I said, and it's the same, the math is pretty much the same for, like, if you're hitting a unit of 10. You know what I'm saying? If it's a unit of 10, you're going to do, I think it's like 12 or 8, it was like 8 wounds or something like that, because you're doing 4 wounds apiece. And actually, it's more than that. Anyway, the point of the matter is like I said, is healthy, and that's the other thing too. So healthy, they can do a lot of damage, and no matter the size of the unit. The only thing they'd struggle with is those really elite high armor save guys, which is what you have your War Stomper for. So anyway, so I think that's the best value. I love the command abilities. I love some of the different things you can take for him. So I personally he'll probably always be the big heal. And then I have a Gatebreaker, which I love the Gatebreaker, the idea behind it. And so he's just kind of like the under heal. You know what I'm saying? He's basically his brother. It's like, you know, he's his brother that he brings in case they come up against some kind of fortifications, and he's like, all right, big guy, let's like go knock it down so my man crushers can go in. So anyway, so we got a War Stomper, a Gatebreaker, and then we have 2 units of 3 man crusher gargants, and I really do want to get 3 more. I will probably get 3 more. We'll probably get 3 more man crusher gargants before I get the Kraken Eater. That's how little I personally like the Kraken Eater. So anyway, this is an expensive army. It was super fast to put together. I mean, I knocked, you know, the 6 man crushers in, and they're all pretty much unique, you know, within reason. Heads are unique. Some of the weaponry is unique and things like that. But anyway, so I knocked those guys out in like an evening, so like 4 hours or so. These guys go together really good as well. It's big pieces. A lot of big pieces you're going together. There are a little bit like little fiddly stuff you'll put together as well, but the vast majority of the model is big pieces, so they go together really quick. But this is an expensive army to have. When Games Workshop decided on this, I'm just thinking like, come on, like this is worse than like Fire Slayers, you know what I'm saying? Because a Fire Slayer is like, okay, you need like 1,000,000 Hearthguard, which are expensive in and of themselves. But so this is, I think it's, if you buy it retail, no discounts, it's 765 bucks roughly. And so if you popped out a War Stomper, the War Stompers are actually more value for the points. You're getting 500 points roughly for I guess it's about the same. You're getting about the same value, because that's 125 plus half of that, so another 65 bucks. So yeah, it's like 190 bucks. So it's actually all the same. You're kind of sixes either way, in whatever regard, but you're basically looking at like 200 bucks per. Is it 200? Like 180 bucks per quarter of your army, type of a thing. So super expensive. Yeah, if you're gonna collect these, I mean, you're gonna have to buy with discount. Thankfully, we offer discount on Games Workshop, 15% off, and orders over 120 bucks. or more, you get it bumped up to 25%. So, yeah. So like I said, so you could, you know, if you're gonna collect an army like this, you know, reach out to me. I can help you. We can help you get it at a discount. I think a lot of things that they're thinking too is like, hey, let's make these mercenaries. I think shout out to the Honest Wargamer, who was saying that he thinks Games Workshop's like, hey, these would be awesome kits. We want everyone to be able to use them, so here's the mercenary rules. Oh, by the way, we'll just make it an army. So, yeah, why not? For those diehards like me or other, you know who you are, who are like, I have to have this. So we will be getting the game in. These will be painted up really quickly as well, because it should, a lot of it's skin. So we're hoping to get this painted up within a week and start getting some games in. So anyway, I know this video is super long. Just kind of want to give you an idea of everything, keep you as informed as humanly possible. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.